Written the pen. Okay, I'm about to bake these textures. Biggity bake these textures. I'm about to biggity bake these textures. Texture. Texture.
I've done my best in my own way, but it didn't work out. I know you expected a lot from me, but I think you misjudged my abilities. You see, in this world, they do exist. Brave and true heroes. Just like Sinbad, for instance. He's awesome, you know? He's so bold and talented and respected. It's mind-boggling. He even organized the Fog Troop instantly. Honestly, I could never measure.
If the Co-Empire is involved, negotiating with our allies might still prove to be futile.
Yeah. Even if we can stop Albad from exporting slaves, it won't really solve the problem. More than anything, this country needs to be reborn. At the hands of one who truly loves Balbat.
And is this Alibaba that you're talking about?
Honestly, I don't have much hope. He doesn't have enough skills or confidence. Why did Aladdin decide to choose him anyway?
Hold on, it's too early in the morning to be drinking so much.
It can't be helped. I haven't had a second of rest.
Treating all the people who have been wounded.
Is that right? Good. You should get some rest too.
About Alibaba. It's true that in some ways he may seem to be lacking confidence, but before, when I was a slave without rights or freedom, it was Alibaba who saved me. And for that reason, I believe that Alibaba will be the one to save this land. Excuse me.
Maybe we were too quick to judge?
It's because you were drunk, Sin.
With the signing ceremony and wedding being held at the same time, Balbad will surely flourish even more. There's nothing to worry about, Your Highness. Along with the Co-Empire, your kingdom of Balbad will see great prosperity.
The Co-Empire. Recently, it's been extending its power, going from a minor state to a militaristic nation in just a few short years. It was never clear what the driving force behind its surge was, but I finally figured it out. The Co-Empire's Magi. It's Judar.
Judar.
Sorry, but I don't understand. What does it mean to be a Magi?
Yeah, that's something I'd like to know too.
A Magi is often called a sorcerer of creation. They can use magic and manipulate Ruh. But the Magi's skill that's most relevant to us is his power to summon dungeons at will, and the ability to lead people to them.
I see. So that must mean you were led by a Magi too, then.
Not quite. Actually, I just went ahead and captured a dungeon summoned by Judar without being invited. Apparently, that doesn't sit well with him, and we've clashed several times. Aside from rare exceptions to the rule like myself, Judar has sent many different people into the dungeons that he's summoned over the years. And he's expanded the Co-Empire into the kind of colossal territory that's rarely seen today. With no end in sight for their thirst for invasion, the southern part of the continent is now the object of their evil designs. What they're going after next is this kingdom of Balbat. Ko's direct and oftentimes indirect intervention with this country is something that began a few years ago. And now, they're on the brink of ensnaring the current king. Abmad has been taken in by the Co-Empire's sweet talk, has drained the country of its precious resources. They've lost their land, their rights, And now he's trying to profit by selling off the citizens as slaves. It's awful. And it's the biggest issue this country's ever faced. We must find a way to stop this, no matter what it takes.
So we've got two enemies then. The Co-Empire and Abmot Saluja, right? Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alibaba, I still need to see you for a moment. So let's talk. Your father, the previous king of Balbad, was a good man and quite a close friend of mine. Well, one day, can't remember when, he said to me, "I've got another son that you've never met before, and he's an incredibly brilliant young man." Now I know it was you he was talking about. To imagine that one day, you'd appear as a fellow dungeon capturer. I wonder if that was the Rook's guidance.
Please, Dad. I'm not like that at all.
What do you mean exactly?
You see, I only captured a dungeon by borrowing Aladdin's powers. Couldn't do it myself. My Jin's powers had absolutely no effect on you either. So I'm not like you. At all.
Listen, I know your confidence is low because the talks with Abmod failed. But that attitude won't do right now. The Co-Empire will try to take over if Abmod stays sitting on the throne. This country needs to have a fresh start and to be reborn. Do you know what I mean by that? Alibaba, you must become king of Balbad. Don't worry. I'll do everything in my power to support you. I'll also train you on how to use your Jin. If you gain confidence by grinding it out...
Please, stop! Me become the new king? I know that's never gonna happen.
And all that time as the courageous leader of the Fog Troop. Wasn't that preparation? Weren't you just readying yourself to bravely lead this country one day?
There's only one reason I was their leader. They wanted me because I happened to be of royal blood. Preparation. I went along with Kasim's idea. That's all I ever did.
Listen, Alibaba. Don't you think there are responsibilities bestowed upon people from the moment they're born? Morgiana. She told me that you would save this country. She's not the only one. Have you forgotten the look on the faces of the people who gathered at the palace? Why did Sabmod come out here last night? Or the Fog Troop, for that matter? You give them hope and something to believe in. Don't you think that's because they could sense it in you? Your responsibility.
No way. Telling me to become king? What am I supposed to do? Sure brings back memories. Long ago, I used to live like that with my mom, Kasim, and the others. Turn the citizens to slaves! Does that mean that these people are going to be forced into slavery too?
Hey, Alibaba!
Prince Alibaba? It's Prince Alibaba?
Really?
Is he for real?
Prince Alibaba!
Hey, what's the deal with those negotiations with the king? Please do something about this country.
Help save us all, Prince
You're a member of
Alibaba!
the royal family, right?
The people's patience has reached its limit. It's dangerous to be walking alone.
Kasim! Where have you been all this time? Things have gotten crazy here, you know?
Oh, right. I heard that you were attacked by the Co-Monsters.
If you knew about that, why did you come back?
And why do you think I should go back to where Sinbad is? He might be the conqueror of the Seven Seas or whatever, but he ridiculed us. I will never forgive him!
All right, but There's nothing we can do on our own anymore. It's just how things are now.
Wrong. Listen, Alibaba. It isn't just us. There are a lot of people out there who want to change this country. The city. They're at the end of their patience. Not to mention, the palace has a plan now to turn them all into slaves.
Where did you hear that?
What do you think will happen if someone leaked that, then gave the people weapons? Yeah, we'll fire up this country's citizens, build an unstoppable army, and take out the current regime!
Kasim, you're not serious about doing that, are you?
I am, and I can get the weapons. I never told you this, but there's a guy who's been helping out the Fog Troop for a while now. And does our magical weapons, too. He's also the guy who gave us the information about the slavery plan.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance, Prince Alibaba. Weapons dealer. I have been aiding Lord Kasim to the best of my poor ability.
What's this ominous vibe he's giving off?
He's sending a huge supply of weapons this time, too.
I shall provide you enough to arm every citizen in revolt.
You've got to stop this, Kasim! Ahmad's got connections with the Co-Empire! The Co-reinforcements might show up to try and end this!
We can easily overwhelm them with our numbers. Come on, don't forget. We're talking about Balbat's people!
You're talking about starting a war! How many innocent lives will be lost in this battle? How many citizens could die?
They'll die fighting for our country! Isn't that what they want? No matter how many lives are sacrificed, at the end of the day, we'll have won!
Kasim. What happened to you? What have you become? Do you know what you're doing right now? With your own two hands, you're about to take all these people and plunge them straight into a bloodbath!
The plan begins in 2 days' time. You'll come with me, right, Alibaba?
You never told me we'd be going to war.
That can't be helped. Playing chivalrous thieves as the Fog Troop got us nowhere. You're a prince, but when you went up to the palace to him, you couldn't do anything to change Ahmad's mind. That's the reason. It's why war is our only option now. Am I wrong, Alibaba?
I don't feel that way. Not at all.
You what?
You're wrong about this. I think we should tackle it another way.
Then what are we supposed to do?
I just don't know.
Give me a break.
I don't know, but I'm going to find the answers somehow. I swear, I'm going to do everything to save this country, and I won't let a single citizen die. What do you think you're doing?
Jeez, Alibaba. Being with you really wears me out. You know it as well as I do. You have no power, no resolve, and as a prince, you're completely useless. And that's why I don't need you anymore. Get out of my sight. And if you still feel like stopping me, we'll meet again as enemies.
Sin, how'd it go?
I didn't get the answer I was hoping for.
That's too bad. Alibaba?
I need your help, Sinbad. Please. Please show me how to use my Jinn.
Huh? Oh?
I have to protect this country. So I'm gonna need power.
What's with this change of heart all of a sudden?
I can't tell him about Kasim. No matter what he's become, he's still my friend. It's my duty. I still don't really know about becoming king and everything, but I should do what I can. I care about this great country and the lives of the citizens here. But now I have no power, and I can't do anything for them. So please, I need you to help me. To stop Kasim.
Very well. You saw Aladdin's Jinn, didn't you? By infusing your metal vessel with great amounts of Magoi, you can make your Jinn materialize exactly like his did. But you see, Aladdin's got skills only Mag have. And since we humans have a lesser amount of Magoi, we must use other methods to achieve this.
Other methods?
Right. By storing up this Jinn's power and assimilating it yourself, you can achieve materialization. It's called Jinn Equip.
Jinn Equip?
Now, ultimately, you want to aim for a full-body Jinn Equip, but it can't be mastered in a day. First, you're going to learn how to do a partial Jinn Equip. It's known as a Jinn Weapon Equip, just like that Co-Empire princess used. It activates the Jinn Equip on your metal vessel, and the arms holding it. If you succeed, it will transform itself into the weapon Amon himself carries. All right, let's see you try it.
Right!
No good. You've got to converge the flames more.
Got it!
When you've exhausted, the Jinn metal vessel won't be able to do anything. So watch out.
What should I do to accumulate some more then?
Try letting your body recover, and keep your metal vessel on you. You'll have more in a few hours.
What can I do if I start to run out in the middle of a battle?
It's not as if there are methods.
Such as?
He wasn't bad out there. Is that so? He can't equip just yet.
Looks like you're enjoying yourself, Sen.
Well, yeah. And I'm still not entirely sure what it is that motivated him. But it does look like we're finally seeing the light.
Excellent timing, too. I just heard something from Yoraiha, and it's quite serious. Their shadows are definitely lurking here in Balbad.
Just as we thought. At this point, it's a matter of time. I'm planning on making a move myself tomorrow.
Meaning what?
I'm going to go talk things over with that Co-Empire princess. Because I'm pretty sure that she's Ahmad's fiancée.
But do you really believe that she'll be willing to talk to you?
I'm sure it'll be all right. Besides, I have a feeling that she's a woman who'd lend me a...
Yes, you're right.
What? Womanizer of the Seven Seas. Did you say something, Masrur? Hey.
Ali Baba, you're awake already. Shouldn't you be getting more rest?
You're right. I guess I was just worried about Aladdin's condition. Aladdin. I got you mixed up in a huge mess. Ugo, too.
Aladdin thinks very highly of you. He always said you were a friend. So for him, helping you when you're in trouble is just what a good friend does. I'm sure he doesn't believe you got him mixed up in anything. You're such a brave guy, I promise you. After all, you're someone that I respect. I'm glad we're friends.
Thank you, Morgiana. I've made up my mind.
Ali Baba is acting strangely somehow. It feels like something similar happened before. After that, Ali Baba left by himself. Don't tell me. I have no milk to give my baby!
Sorry, Morgiana. Sinbad. Kasim's making his move today. So I've got to do something about it. Before it even has a chance of happening.
Hey, come back here! Who are you? We told you to stay... Wait, you're the...
Prince of Balbad! Ali Baba Saluja! Now open up these gates!
覗いてみよう